Namaste students. Today I am going to discuss about the topic gluconeogenesis. Gluconeogenesis is the synthesis of the glucose from non-carbohydrate precursors. Glucose stores are depleted during periods of the starvation or fasting beyond a day. Since the brain relies on glucose as a source of energy, glucose must be synthesized from molecules other than the carbohydrates. So it is a process by which glucose is synthesized from the non-carbohydrate precursors. So from pyruvate, the glucose is synthesized. So any molecule that can be converted into pyruvate is considered as the glucogenic. Lactate and alanine are the glucogenic. Uh, Glycerol is glucogenic. This is the glycerol. This is the glycerol phosphate, and this is the dihydroxy acetone phosphate. The gluconeogenesis pathway, the enzyme in red belongs to the gluconeogenic pathway. These enzymes overcome the high negative free energy of the irreversible action of the glycolysis. The enzyme in blue are held in the common between the two pathway, glycolysis and the gluconeogenesis. So these are the pathways. This is the gluconeogenesis enzymes. This is the gluconeogenesis enzyme. This is the gluconeogenesis enzyme. The irreversible glycolytic enzymes are hexokinase, phosphofructokinase, and pyruvate kinase. The enzyme of gluconeogenesis are pyruvate carboxylase, phosphoenol pyruvate carboxyl kinase, fructose 1,6 bisphosphatase, glucose 6 phosphatase. Pyruvate carboxylase, pyruvate plus carbon dioxide plus ATP plus hydrogen are the mixture. Pyruvate carboxylase fixes CO2. Enzymes which fix CO2 require the cofactor biotin. Biotin is a vitamin and is always involved in the CO2 fixation. Biotin, this is the structure of the biotin which have no component of the ATP. Phosphoenol pyruvate carboxykinase, uh, oxaloacetic acid plus GTP convert into the phosphoenol pyruvate plus GTP plus CO2. This reaction takes place in the cytosol. Phosphoenol pyruvate is now synthesized in the sum of the two reactions. Pyruvate plus ATP plus GTP plus H2O is converted into phosphoenol pyruvate plus ADP plus GDP plus pyrophosphate plus proton. Pyruvate is carboxylated into the mitochondria. Pyruvatic carboxylase is the enzymes. Oxaloacetate cannot pass out the mitochondria, and oxaloacetate carboxylated and phosphorylated in the cytosol. Phosphoenol pyruvate carboxykinase is also an enzyme which is involved in it. Then fructose 6 phosphate, fructose 6 1,6 biphosphate plus S2 convert into the fructose 6 phosphate. Fructose 1,6 phosphatase is an allostatic enzyme and regulates gluconeogenesis. Fructose 6 phosphatase is easily converted into glucose 6 phosphate. And glucose 6 phosphate plus S2 plus glucose convert into the glucose and pyrophosphate. So liver can send glucose to blood to maintain homeostasis. Glucose 6 phosphate is valuable for glycogen synthesis. Glucose 6 phosphatase is present only in the tissues responsible for the maintaining blood glucose level, liver and kidney. In liver, glucose 6 phosphate is highly regulated. Glucose 6 phosphatase, glucose 6 phosphate plus H2O convert into the glucose and phosphate. Glucose 6 phosphate in liver, they are takes 5 proteins to convert glucose 6 phosphate to the glucose. This is the cytosolic side, and glucose 6 phosphatase takes place for the conversion. of glucose 6 phosphatase to glucose. Glycolysis and gluconeogenesis are reciprocally regulated. A high AMP, adenosine monophosphate, indicate that the energy charge is low and signals are needed. High ATP indicate the energy charge is high and intermediates are abundant, so they are switched. They can be regulated easily. This is the Cori cycle. Uh, Gluconeogenesis, which take place for the formation of glucose from pyruvate and lactate, and in muscle, glucose into the pyruvate. The theory was given by the Carl and Gerty Cori. So our lecture of the gluconeogenesis is over. Thank you very much.